Hello friend, it's nice to be here in a teaching mode with you again. It has been a while since I stood up in my, in my teacher's hat. Anyway, I hope you have a great week. It has been a while since I connect with you because I was in California finishing up my master course in NLP, getting my techniques down in mental emotional release and hypnosis. So I got some amazing tools to continue helping my clients to have breakthroughs, to really get out of those old patterns, limiting beliefs, a place where they feel stuck. So, I'm a big learner, a big student, as much as I'm a big teacher. So I'm in my teacher mode today. And you know how I love to debunk or to go deeper in some of the concepts that we hear a lot in the personal development world, or in the self-help world. There are a lot of catchy phrases that get thrown out at us every day. And some of the phrases, I'm gonna be the first one to say, I adopted. But as I grow, and we all grow, that's a beautiful thing. As I grow, as I study more spirituality, neuroscience, quantum physics, which is something I'm really geeking out right now. As I evolve more and expand my knowledge, I realize that some of even the things that I used to say, I'm revisiting. And I'm not saying the things I used to say are wrong, but they require a little more explanation. One of them is this statement: that mindset is everything. That mindset, 80%, 90% of our success is mindset, psychology, and the rest is mechanics. There's a big coach out there that I admire that's always saying 80% success, 80% is psychology, 20% is mechanics. And I do agree with that. And I want to go a little deeper in this, because if you just put a phrase, mindset is everything, a lot of people think that everything is here. Once we shift things here in our thinking, everything changes. I even have books here that says, I love this author, and he says, change your thinking, change your life. So that's another catchphrase that we see a lot. And hey, I'm with you. I have used this phrase a lot, and I just want to develop this concept a little deeper, because I want people to understand something. Thinking or mindset is just the first part. Why is so important to understand this? Because you might run into an issue that I had for a few years. My first few years as a personal development coach, mindset coach, I was so focused on the psychology. And I'm glad I was, because I learned tons about the psychology of behavior, the psychology of performance, the psychology, the science of why we do things the way we do. And I was very focused on the mind part, the conscious mind part, the part that a lot of us refer as the mindset. I even wrote a book about the 7 principles of the 7 mindsets for a successful, healthy, and happy life. And I think many authors find that after they write the first book, they grow, they evolve, and they realize, I need to write a second book. And I'm right there with you if you're somebody in this field. But we need to understand the difference between the conscious mind and then unconscious mind, because if we just say mindset is everything, we need to understand that the word mind, which is the brain at work, has multidimensional meaning. We're not just talking about the conscious mind, because if we say the word mindset referring just to the conscious mind, that statement is incomplete, because mindset is everything from just the place of conscious thinking. It's definitely not everything. It's actually a small portion. It's actually 5-10%, maybe just 5%, because we know now, because of science, that 95% of our operating system, or behaviors, or beliefs, or associations, or perceptions, the way we interpret the world, the airs we stuck, it's coming from our unconscious mind, or what you might say subconscious mind. Same thing here. is 95% is the unconscious mind and 5% is the mind. And if we are saying around mindset is everything, we just say, well, 5% of my mind is everything. So there's something off in that statement, right? So why is it so important for you to know this difference? Because for a long time I was operating just from the psychology, from, positive thinking, focus on the picture of what you wanted to happen in your life, focus on the actions, on your values, and you make things happen. Well, let me tell you something. How many times have you done that and you fail in your life? You didn't get results. My hand is up there with you. I struggle in the past a lot with business, with money, relationships, because I was only using my psychology. So I'm sharing this video with you because I needed to find what was blocking me. I needed to find the knowledge and truly understand why I was stuck, why I was not getting results. So I'm gonna bring my little chart here to explain a little bit about, or this might be a review for you, about the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So if we say mindset is everything, we need to make sure we're referring to the conscious mind and the unconscious mind, because if you look at here, the conscious mind, which is the captain, we have power using our conscious mind. But if we just use our conscious mind, and I'm gonna push this camera further away because you might not be able to see the whole thing. So there you go, you might be able to see the whole thing now. So the conscious mind is 5%, and this unconscious mind is 95%. And that's where our beliefs or behaviors or baggage, which is our old negative emotions that are stuck in the body from past trauma, past stress, past events in life that we're still holding on, or limiting beliefs, or old program, or emotions. So every association, memory, perception, everything is in our unconscious mind. So if you are struggling with getting results in a major areas of your life, like health, like fitness and nutrition, career, getting clear in your career, what do you want to do, being congruent, issues in your relationships, issues in your own personal growth and your spiritual life, it's because you might be stuck here just in the intellect, in the psychology, and until you come down, you drop in, and you really get in touch with baggage. For example, we all have baggage. Baggage is stuck in our body in the form of trapped. It's just old emotions, and that's trapped energy. Everything is energy. This is energy. The air is energy. The electromagnetic, the Wi-Fi here is energy. My wood table is energy. So everything is energy. So the only difference, because everything is energy, everything is it's formed by atoms. The only difference between a solid table and the air is how compressed those atoms are. So emotions are energy. So if you have anger, for example, trapped in the body, fear, or the other three primary emotions like sadness, hurt, guilt, and you're just trying to resolve, getting results in your life, cultivate happiness, authentic health, vitality, and just use your psychology, guess what? Your unconscious mind is 95%. Or energy, or congruence, or feeling that things are going really well in your life, they come from here. So if we're just trying to operate in our life, trying to get results, forcing, working harder to get results by only using our psychology or just this mindset, we're in trouble. We need to use several mindsets. We need to use the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, and the physical mindset. The physical mindset is having a psychology, a mental state where it's congruent with the health you want to create. So I don't want to make this video too long. My whole point of sharing this video with you is to just go deeper in that statement that mindset is everything. I can agree with that if we're referring to both minds. Again, the mind is just your brain at work. The moment you have a thought, the moment you receive an external information and you associate with something and you have a response, that's the mind. The brain is just the organ, but the moment you fire that brain with a thought, with a perception, with learning, teaching, is the mind. Like right now, it's my unconscious mind coming out of me. I'm not reading a script. I'm just sharing the message with you. So my conscious mind just determined today the message I wanted to share with you and made a little framework in my intellectual mind. But now everything that's coming out of my mouth is coming actually from my unconscious mind because I don't have a script. So I want to share this with you because I don't want you to keep running into the same problem that I was running, which is reading all the books. I have more than 300 books in my library. So I was devouring books. I was hiring coaches and I would get results, but then I would hit this plateau that you wouldn't go any higher. And I would like get results 1 month, then the other month I wouldn't get results. So I've been in this yo-yo effect of results. And I was like, what's going on? And I finally started doing some deep work with my teacher. I have several teachers in my life, but I have an amazing spiritual teacher, emotional healer that helped me to drop down and truly connect with my heart and get in touch with my baggage. I had anger and I didn't even know. Had sadness and I didn't even know why. Because I was stuck in my conscious mind, and the conscious mind was saying, be positive, be happy, just read more books, just learn more. And we cannot resolve emotional issues or the emotional baggage by using our psychology, by using your thinking. So that's why we don't tap into our potential until we truly learn how to connect with our unconscious mind, because that's where our potential is. And I searched for these answers. I remember myself sitting in my office 2-3 years ago and desperately seeking for the right book to give me the answer, that why I was doing everything right and I still wasn't getting results. Have you ever been in your life, in a time in your life, or maybe you're now, that you're doing everything, you're eating the right things, you're exercising, and you're still not releasing the weight? Or you're going to seminars, you're going to courses, you're reading books, or maybe even have a coach and you're still not getting results because you just operating from your psychology, from your conscious mind. So until you learn how to really, really utilize your emotional system, your emotional body, your spiritual system, your spiritual body, and use your mental to work with your emotions and your spirituality and your physical. We are holistic being. And it's funny because when I became a holistic lifestyle coach 7-8 years ago, I always knew that I was working with the physical, mental, spiritual, emotional bodies. And still, I got caught in our culture. I got caught into this personal development world where we just focus on the psychology. And I'm here confessing I know better now. And I'm sharing this message with you because I'm sure you have experienced this in the past, or you might be experiencing now, or I'm helping you not to make this mistake in the future. The moment you start taking the actions, you're in alignment with your actions, with your values, and you're not getting results, it's a sign that you have something in your emotional body to work on. That's our baggage. So that's why in neurolinguistic programming, my teacher says the first requisite for change and empowerment is letting go baggage, which is our negative emotions from the past, and limiting beliefs. Because without that, if we're just constantly taking actions and learning more and pushing more to get results, we end up getting stuck and we end up having this roller coaster results. So I'm free of that pattern because at this point I'm going to choose to do everything connected with my emotional body, with my heart, and really be heart-centered in my work, in my relationships, in everything I do. So yes, this video has gone a little bit too long, but I really want to point to you that if you're stuck in your life, if you have tried to achieve something and you're still not getting it, don't waste a day. Don't waste a day. Make a commitment to get in touch with your emotions, to know what's going on there, get in touch with your limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, and let it go. Now let it go, you might be able to let go through some good coaching sessions, maybe with your therapist, or you might be interested in hearing about doing a breakthrough session with me. A breakthrough session is a session that we sit together for a few hours, and I will help you to let go all that baggage and the limiting beliefs in one area of your life. So work on one area at a time. So if you're interested in learning more how to let go your baggage, limiting beliefs in one day, yes, it takes several hours, but it can be done in one day once you're truly ready. So if you're interested in learning more about letting go so you can break that barrier, break that threshold, and get the results you want in your weight loss program, in your health, fitness and nutrition, in your career, getting clear with your vision, or going to the next level of personal development because you want to learn how to be more congruent with your emotions, with your heart, make an appointment for a free call, and I can talk to you about how a breakthrough session it's a game changer. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you very soon.